So there you are, you have contacted your client and you want to go and meet them. And then they say, no, just send us your company profile. An untrained salesperson will be hasty to say, okay, you can give me your email address. Then they give you their email address and you send them the letter of presentation, and then you promise to call them maybe after a week or two. Try to call them after a week or two, nothing. They won't pick your call because they now know you and what you want. So I was talking to this gentleman, they were struggling to sell. They were actually having some challenges, some serious challenges to make some sales in the organization. So they wanted me to help them with some sales training. So I asked them, what are you doing in order to get sales that is not working? So they said, we sent our company profiles all over into all these companies. We sit down, we look at companies that we believe may need our services, and then we do our company profiles and we send to them. And we've been sending business cards all over. Then I asked him, what's your background? And he says, procurement. I've been in procurement for quite a number of years. Ah, okay. So you've been in procurement. That means you've always been on this side, and service providers were the ones approaching you, trying to sell you their services. He said, yes, yes. Okay. Then I asked him, so in that position, how many company profiles were you receiving every month? And he said, dozens of them. Did you read any of them? He said, no, I didn't have time to read them. Then I asked him, so if you didn't have time to read those company profiles from these service providers, what makes you believe that now that you are sending yours to them, they have time to read them? Oh. It was like a light bulb moment for him. That's when he realized their strategies didn't work. So I then started to work with them. Actually, yesterday I also made a call to a prospect that I wanted to meet, and they said to me, send us your company profile. And I said, let me ask you this. Just before I send you the company profile, let me just ask you this. I just need to be sure. How many company profiles have you received in the last month? And he said, quite a number. And I went on, did you read any of them? Then he started laughing. He said, look, I did read them. I didn't have time to read them. Then I proceeded. So what makes you believe if I send you my company profile, you are going to have time to look at it? So I didn't want him to feel bad. Then I was hasty to say, look, I know that you are busy and I don't want to waste a lot of your time sending you profiles for you to read. What we can do, if your time allows, we can then just schedule a meeting probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Do you have a calendar with you? You can look at your calendar, I can look at mine, then we just schedule the time that is appropriate, because basically what I want to do is to look at your sales processes and try to find if there are any possible gaps that might be impeding you from reaching the sales figures that you have targeted. If there are no gaps and there's nothing that we can do to help you, then it's fine, we'll leave, or maybe we can suggest somebody to help you. Is that okay? Then he said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, that makes a lot of sense. And the meeting was booked for the following day. Why? Because I knew what to say. So when the prospect says to you, send us your company profile, basically what they are saying is, ciao, ciao. They are not interested in meeting with you. So a lot of untrained people, they make haste to send profiles, and they believe because they've sent 100 profiles, these prospects are going to come to them.